bro, no salary thing. Had a young thing called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like art and the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season.
Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's complete to Chris Conley. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Throwing is Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Ranking 24th overall in total defense is not something that excites Kansas City, but they offset that in a big way in 2016. They forced 33 turnovers, which led the league by 3, and ended up plus 16 in turnover margin, which tied for first in the NFL, which helped lead them to a playoff run.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and short yardage. Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A big play there for the Chargers on 3rd down. 42 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it, they demand it, and they get them.
After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Charles. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They run the counter now on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Caught here by Conley. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Smith. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Gavin Escobar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Second down, Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tamahali with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Rivers now. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Addae. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Last year, the Chargers 5-11, so you wouldn't think that they would be tied for the league lead in interceptions, but they were, Charles, with 18.
And now they just need their offense, if they're going to do that again in 2017, to take advantage of and put more points on the board.
Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Rivers to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Rivers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime with a visiting Chiefs. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same at the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Smith now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
No gain on the play there, second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Smith. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returning, it's Benjamin. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
12 more yards there and another first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it down because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On third down, Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And now here comes Kansas City. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They run a draw here on second down, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing on third down, Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Benjamin. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
Rivers now on second down. Gates with a grab. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In motion is the tight end Gates. They run it here with Oliver. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Rivers. This is caught. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, it's Smith. Goes to Ware on the screen. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, Rocket. Good. 380. Check. Patrick. Hey, Rocket.
On the run, it's Oliver. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In motion is the tight end Gates. They go again with Oliver. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They run. It's Oliver. And he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. In motion is the tight end Gates. Here's a carry for Oliver. Whoosh. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, right, get the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
They're not counting their chickens just yet. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Brandon Oliver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we...